Hey, 8th grade history, it is Wednesday, and we are flying through this week. I wanted to talk to you about something that you're probably very familiar with, but it started happening right after the war in the 50s, what we call the Sunbelt migration. Now, you know this to be true because you know that most people who live in Florida today are not originally from Florida. They're from someplace else. And so you have parents or grandparents that are from places like, Michigan or Wisconsin. Mr. Mowbray's from North Dakota. I'm originally from Ohio. And we all moved to the South. Most of the ways to get away from the cold. Most of the reasons to get away from the snow, which I heard in Ohio just happened last week. Meanwhile, we're here in sunny Florida and things are good. Now, this happens because a guy by the name of Willis Carrier, who invents home air conditioning. Thank you, Willis Carrier. Number one fear of most Floridians is losing my air conditioning. Not tornadoes, not hurricanes, not snakes, not alligators, not being stung by a jellyfish at the beach, losing my air conditioning. So in the early 50s, we start seeing people move to the sunny parts of the world, the sunny parts of the United States. That would be places like Florida. That also includes places across the South, South Carolina, Georgia, Texas, Arizona, and Southern California. So all of a sudden, these places which were inhabitable, I mean, you've been here in July and August and realized that there's nothing that you want to do outside because it's like a sauna. Now living in the South is actually possible because of air conditioning invented by Willis Carrier. So when you're in your house and it's cool and you're sitting there going, oh, this is so great, you can thank Willis Carrier for that one. But Sunbelt migration starts happening. Now, what happens when that happens? Well, if you remember, the United States House of Representatives is set up based upon population. So the number of representatives you have in a state is based upon the number of people that live in that state. Well, if people are moving out of the Rust Belt, Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and they're moving to places like Georgia, California, Arizona, and Florida, you can see that it not only has an impact on the economics, but also has an impact on our government. So now places like Jacksonville, Daytona, Orlando, Miami. I mean, think about it this way. Before 1971, Orlando was in the middle of a swamp, and there was nothing there. There were less than 50,000 people that lived in Orlando prior to 1971. You say, why 1971? Because that's when Disney World opened. And now all of a sudden, there are 1.7 trillion people who make a trip to Orlando every year to visit the mouse, to visit Universal, to come to the lovely state. And that's why we as Floridians don't pay sales tax or don't pay state tax, because all those people from all those places, they come down and they visit and they swim in the ocean and they visit the mouse and they come watch baseball or basketball or golf or whatever, and they stay in hotel rooms and they drive rental cars and they eat in restaurants and they buy souvenirs. Thank you, all those people who are traveling. Anyway, all of that starts happening because a guy by the name of Willis Carrier invents air conditioning. So just wanted to give you that. Hopefully you're getting all this. Hopefully you're writing some of this stuff down, because I can guarantee you're going to see it later. But I wanted to give you that. Hopefully you're having a great day, and I hope to see you soon.